come up tonight. I want you to get up here as fast as you can. That's all. Okay,
Is that
dear?
your mother?
Yeah.
Okay, then come up tomorrow, darling. See you tomorrow. Okay, honey. No, I won't. See you tomorrow. Okay, darling? All right, sweetheart. I love you. Yes, just come to New York and come to the apartment right away. Are you driving or are you, all you do is take a cab to number 5 East 73rd Street, and here we are.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the drag queens by the
Yeah.
time. All right, dear. See you tomorrow. Love you. Bye-bye, darling. Hang up the phone.
What about dinner?
What about dinner?
We've already...
My name is Jack. Well, my mother calls me Jack. Everybody that cares about me calls me Jack. That's my name. But I work under the name of Sabrina. And all the queens all call me Sabrina whenever I see them. I go up to this queen and I say, what's your name? The queen says, Monique. And you say, that's marvelous, darling, but what was your name before? And the queen will look at you straight in the eye and say, there was no before. I don't try to compete with them. Look, I'm 24 years old, but in drag I come on like 110. And I do this whole bar mitzvah mother thing, you know, gaudy gowns and pushy, but it's a good relationship with them because they don't fear me as competition, they respect me, and it's commercial. All drag queens want is love, and they try to get that love by being sexy and beautiful.
For some of them, baby, they sleep during the day, and they do all their work at night. Because they're night people. Some of them are not experienced or have ever seen day people, or worked with day people, or seen the outside world. A lot of them know their street corners and their bars, and their favorite YMCA and their favorite bathhouse. But they're beautiful.
They're like in this fantasy bag, you know? But who's not in a fantasy bag? I can't help but feel a certain responsibility for Richard, although I certainly know I have no responsibility to him. I first met Richard at one of my promotional parties. I just came in one of my Alcoa Presents gowns and went dancing around with it. All of a sudden, there's this little kid sitting there, started asking me questions. And he wanted advice on drag and everything. Well, first of all, I'm not interested in getting any new recruits to the drag bag. All I want to do is sell tickets for people to come see them. So I said, look, go get yourself some barbells. But he wasn't about to take advice from anybody. I really don't think Richard ever needed any advice. He just sort of had it all mapped out in front of him.
Oh!
Hello. Hi.
It's here from Washington. Elliot!
So I'm here.
Washington's here.
Washington was here.
Yes.
Hi, Reggie.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, baby,
Where'd
how
you
are
take your
you?
coat?
Where were you going from
Take
this
your coat
morning?
off, honey.
Pardon?
Where were you
What
from?
happened?
That phone
What?
message you called me this morning, like from, where were you calling from,
Here.
Washington?
No, I was here.
You were here in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
We called Washington. We thought you were back
I called
there.
Washington, thought you were back there.
No, I don't think the woman ever understood what I was...
Okay, now we've got to check you into the hotel.
In Washington, you were Miss Universe, right? Well, in our contest, you won't be Miss Universe. You'll be a part of you'll be Miss Greater Washington. Okay?
Did you
Okay,
fly
so-
all the way in, or did you take a train?
We
Mary Alice Louise, may I please speak to a contestant?
Yes.
From Washington.
Hi.
You want to take her coat, Elliot?
We'll check in with Joey and if they're in the same country as you yesterday. Joey.
1 out of 10. Do I have-
Joey,
Yes,
this is mine. This is... Check him. Virginia.
Hi, girl.
Hello.
How are you? How are you?
Hi,
baby. Shake it off. But I wanted this to you.
That's her.
Who is this? Let her see it first.
No, that's Nicole.
I run these contests all over America, from Boston to the Ozarks. And drag queens are all the same. You get them together, it's like a convention. As soon as you get out in the Midwest.
And so when I got out of the cab, he said we were talking about the show, and he said to me at first, he said to me, "You are a woman, aren't you?" And because after I told him it was a female impersonation contest, he said, "You are a woman, aren't you?" I says, "No." I said, "I'm one of the contestants in the contest." He goes, "Oh." He said, "Oh, you certainly are pretty." And he said, on the other hand, which is more, he said, "I thought the other one had just got out of the car with a dyke."
After recess. Hi.
Joey.
Get back here. Yeah.
This is Jay under New York. This is Joe Venuti. This is Joe Venuti. He's the
Hi, baby. How are you?
Okay, great. Because I can stay here now. We're going to check into a hotel.
It looks great.
Canal?
You didn't like
Last
it, I
name,
did.
right, baby?
You'll be checked into a hotel.
You just got to...
Richard, would you please get in here, and everyone else?
Joe's in charge of the entire East Coast contest. What Joey says is it.
McNamara, what color hair do you want? Shut up. Don't start.
Please be quiet for a minute.
Yes, would everyone please be quiet?
Kids, may I have all of your attention, please? If you remove a garment, we must know about it, and we'll have a page there to take it away from us. At the front of the stage, right, you want to take off the duster. So instead of doing the age-old drag trick of taking off the duster and letting it flop on the floor, as in, would you believe, Cupcake Cassidy's been doing that act at the Globe for 40 years. Instead of that, you take the duster off, hold the duster behind you if you want, or hold it out or something if you want, or just take it off, and you put your arm out. And it's our responsibility to make sure your page is there, and he will be. That instant, there's a page there to take your duster. It looks very much gayer for you, and it looks 1,000,000 times better for the audience. And if you don't do it, the judges will take points off. Number 2, if you are difficult or uncooperative, in the opinion of all those people in charge of you, which I'm sure none of you will be, but anyhow, I'm telling you this so you'll know about it, you may be dropped from the contest. Or if you stay out on stage longer than the time allotted. And this you'll learn in rehearsal.
And no cruising in front of town hall.
Yes, and you may not bring numbers to the room, unless you share them with Nationals Academy. The National Academy is me. I promote and run the whole shtick. The point system again, 5 points for walk, 5 points for talk, 5 for bathing suit, 5 for gown, 5 for makeup and hairdo, and 10 for beauty. Okay, we've got these 3 problems. Number 1, finding a hotel with 28 empty rooms. Number 2, finding a hotel hip enough to let our guys in there. And number 3, keeping the guys in.
What are you doing, the bed?
No, I'm looking for a place to put my wig. Gotta put it in the
Well, put it over
closet.
there somewhere.
Okay.
Hey, wait, where's the bathroom?
Oh, somebody left their cologne.
Fresh. This thing's a mess. Don't even ask. Look at this. It's falling apart. I'm gonna have to reset it.
Do you like the color?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a
Very
different
nice,
color?
Jimmy. Yeah, great.
That can be
I
very
love the way you
wild.
put your T's up in the back.
Thank you, dear.
Come
I
on,
just look at
Jessica. Let's see your coat. Let's see your cape. Take it out. Take it out.
Just two bottles of scotch, please.
Bullshit. You're lucky if you get
And
shit.
ice. Thank you. We'll be down
Here's a
for it.
lighter. You don't need it? Like it, I don't know.
You like
I want to see if it's wrinkled.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I made that in one night.
I know.
You like it?
It's very nice.
It's different. The color, with the black hair for change instead of the frosted hair. I think
Oh,
it
my
looks a little
gown's all
better.
messed up. I don't know how I'm going to undo this. I did
You
such
should
a
make
good
it,
job.
Huh? Can we try it on?
Get a chair.
See if it fits all right.
These are the earrings I'm wearing with the bathing suit. Look. Aren't
You
these
have to
pretty?
fix them, though. One's
I
wrong.
fixed them already.
What's wrong with it?
They were just
Where's the
loose.
brush?
You know?
Now, do you have the brush?
Yeah, I have a brush in here.
Jimmy, remember that
Did you get
stuff
any-
for the beards. Remember that stuff for the beards. We need that stuff to cover our beards.
Hey, I have to go get
That
ice.
stuff she told us to get to cover our beards so they
Yeah,
don't
they
come through our
said that,
makeup.
but it's-
What
the
time
other
is
kids,
rehearsal tomorrow, Elliot?
Rehearsals are at 2, Jerry Leroy Studios.
Are you gonna be able to get this
We
fuzz
want
out,
all of you to
Frank?
have
Yeah,
the
well,
best time
I
together.
Did you put lanolin on it?
No, I have to get some.
That'd be cool.
The thing is, you know, when you're made up, I want to get an idea of your, this beard. You're not bothered.
Yeah.
All right, but that's good.
Ooh.
Now wait, there's Eartha and Josephine Baker come on like this. You know the old 1920s teacup crossing that we were always carrying on? Am I well? Wait, then the pages come back on with 2 buckets of rose petals, right? And while Minette's sitting up there totally unbothered, doesn't even see the Queen's crossing in front of her, she's still singing, the 2 pages are throwing rose petals on.
Very much overdone.
Dum, dum, dum.
Very Shakespeare.
Yada,
You're not making dinner.
Oh, it's going to be a start.
My doll is as dainty as a sparrow. Her figure is something to applaud. Where she's as narrow as an arrow. And she's broad, where a broad should be broad. 101 pounds of fun. Ooh, that's my little honey bun. Get a load of honey bun tonight. I'm speaking of my sweetie pie. Only 60 inches high. Every inch is packed with dynamite. Her hair is blonde and curly. Her curls are hurly-burly. Her lips are pips. I call her hips. Twirly and whirly. Oh, she's my baby. I'm her pap. I'm her booby. She's my trap. I am caught, 'cause I don't want to run, 'cause I'm having so much fun with Honey Bun. Believe me, Sonny, she's a cookie who can cook you till you're done. Ain't being funny. Honey, put your money on my Honey Bun.
If a lot of rehearsal, I could do it for the night, didn't
You rehearsed all week.
There.
It's too loud.
Well, I said it's Betty Davis. How are you, my dear Betty Davis? Well, I haven't seen her in years. Betty has Davis away.
Carry
I
on.
was Alfred.
My big bald head showing y'all.
It's more like Jackie Gleason.
No, this is
Drive.
Ricky's coat. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it gorgeous?
Glamorous for that.
You know, they say that most Negro boys get bumps on their face from shaving. Because when I was working, they had a magazine, Ebony, you know, for Negro people, and they have a special depilatory, especially for the Negro boys, that takes all the hair off and prevents their face again.
Boy,
You know
I was so tired of those rehearsals with those heels on. Forget
Oh,
it.
listen, I got a corn on my toe.
You know, the kids did very
Look at the
well.
powder coming out of my shoe now.
The kids did well with that, I think.
What?
No, I think it went pretty smoothly. But tonight when we go to the town hall, it'll be something.
In the town hall, yeah.
You know,
well,
when
I'm
we get
anxious to see what it's like.
Well, you know, when we get to the town hall, that's going to be our big blow-up.
everybody. 3 blackbirds feathered, into gloom. They long for much more. Take a stand, girl. They long for Batman. They need the baggy. They love their jaggy. They need the baggy. They love their baggy. They need the baggy. They love their baggy. Miss Moneyball, Montana. Loaded under Miss Burrell's power. Semi-finalist number 3. Blown in by Blackbird. Semi-finalist number 5. Semi-finalist number 6. Wait until your numbers are called. Wait until I say number and say your number. Semi-finalist number 7. The Queen of the 1967 Nationals. That is the Queen who will reign over America as our winner tonight. Here's New York. From New York, Miss Jackie Morrell, the Queen of the 1967 Nationals. This is our reigning beauty, Queen of the 1967 Nationals. That's what it's like, only it's 5 times as bad.
And it's better than Kamak Bass.
5 times as bad.
You don't need these in
I'm a woman!
You can't look anything but. But why the titties all the way down here? Huh?
Because you're longer than a woman is. A woman is not as long, you know. Always a long back-waisted, wider, different.
All right, which one is that? The other one? I'll never get it. Why can't you make them bikini?
You can come in here, mister.
What is the black? Oh wait, don't take no picture of me a minute. What's the black one
Rain,
for?
no?
No.
Put your shoulder.
Don't put the bra.
That's better, Kristen.
Okay.
You won't have to wear any bras with them, so.
Don't hook the bra. You have to hold it.
One for this little boy right? I think these are fantastic.
It is.
How many of these do you have?
I have it 10.
10? Right, where's the Queen in the black?
The National. This is a fabulous National. America's greatest beauties, and here they are.
wouldn't it be a hell of a mess if the draft board would call us right now to come down for a physical?
This is what I'm. This is what
Have you
I'm.
ever been drafted?
This is what I'm wearing to the draft board.
You've already been drafted, haven't you?
Of course not. I'm not old enough. Well, you know, this friend of mine went to the draft board. Well, I was just talking to him, and I said, why haven't you been drafted? And he said, well, I have been. And I said, well, did you tell them that you were homosexual? He said, no, they told me.
Oh, my Lord.
They do. They take him to when you psychiatrist, and when you interviewed with him, and he asked me, he says, well, why are you homosexual? And then I told him that, you know,
And
that
sent him home.
my mother and father, I think, made me that way. And then he asked me about boys and so forth. I said, you know, I like boys. And so he said, next.
I got a letter from the draft board. They stating I'd come down at 7 o'clock. I got to the draft board. They said I had long red hair. So they said, you really should have been a girl. It's too much. You can go. We can't use you. I said, thank you. And I left. That was it. I went to Atlantic City, went back home, and I wrote a long letter to the president stating I wanted to go into the Army. I wanted to go not because I was a homosexual, because there were men there. I wanted to help protect our country. Simple as that. So I got a letter back and stated that they understood and they couldn't have me in the Army as of yet. Maybe one day they'll see things right and I could get in.
Well, my brother was drafted, and he's gay, too. He's gay. And he
Just running the family?
Well, he went down, but he didn't pass his physical because of his nose.
Nose?
He can't breathe too properly. But I have a friend, he's gay, his brother's gay, and his sister's gay.
I'm proud of what I've got, and I certainly don't want it whacked off.
Well, half an inch short and out of... Well, I would have been
You'd
one.
have been a queen.
I would have been a girl.
2 inches more, it should be a king.
Although people think we may be feminine, maybe so. I know I probably don't look like a girl, but I may sometimes talk a little high, you know, a little feminine sometimes.
I think you're all woman.
But really and truly, would you like to be a real girl if you could have that sex change if you had the money, or you could get it done free?
Well, I have enough money to go through the sex change, and I live only 30 miles from Johns Hopkins. But it's the last thing I would want. I know that I'm a drag queen, I've been a drag queen for a long time, and been gay for a long time. But I certainly do not want to become a girl, even if I could have a baby.
Do you do both? Are you feminine in bed, or you do both?
Well, my husband is in the service, and he's in Japan now. And even if I could have a child, I wouldn't want to have the operation.
But there's just one thing about being a sex change. If you're homosexual in the first place, you want a man. You don't want, you're not interested in girls. So if you're a drag queen, they don't want to, another gay person's not going to go, just like my lover. He didn't like me going in drag for the simple reason that he doesn't want a girl, he wants a boy. He wants me to be more of a boy and he wants me to be a girl. But yet I want to be a girl.
Well, here's my opinion of it.
Not sexually, but...
Although I like to go in drag and all that, and I don't go with girls, I don't have anything against girls. But, no, I adore them, I really do. I think it's ridiculous for some gay boys that want to hurt girls, you know, and get jealous of them, but that's just ridiculous. I have respect for everybody. But even if I could have a sex change, I wouldn't have it anyhow.
Not if it was given to them.
No, my goodness gracious, no.
They don't know anything about it, do they?
What about your mother knows this?
Yeah, but my stepfather doesn't.
My mother and daddy both know.
Jerry, when did yours find out?
Well, I got my second husband, I think, when I took him home. And he stayed on for the duration for about 3 years. They finally figured it out. No, my parents are very, very wonderful. They accepted my mother more so than my father. But Mother said, well, I love you just what you are. I think it's funny because I come from a little small town, about 500 people. And everybody in that town knew I was gay from the time I was 5 years old on up.
Oh, Lord, you like damn Bob.
Well, that was the truth. And everybody knew it, and every woman in that town says, I want my son to grow up like Jerry Corley. Everybody does. And even the preachers and everybody thinks I'm just okay. I mean, I can go from house to house, knock on door to door, and...
Your personality makes the difference.
Come think of it, knock on door to door, that's kind of silly, because I've never knocked in my life. I just open up and go on in and holler, howdy!
You did, but how big is 500?
About 500 people and 1,440 dogs, coon dogs.
Well, you know my mother, she doesn't really accept it. She just sort of said that she wouldn't talk about it anymore. She really doesn't understand.
Don't forget you have to put the both nails on me.
The metal gate towards the end, I'll show you tonight when I take you to the rehearsal.
This girl's gonna be there.
Oh,
Clam.
Clam? You know what to do? Put a few more here, and then crisscross there.
Here?
Yep.
Try to center your chorus line.
I'm getting the flashes.
Try to center your chorus line. Because your chorus line keeps getting over too far.
You get a call?
You get a call. Half hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes on stage. Okay?
It's got as many squeaks as my tits have wrinkles.
And her tits have wrinkles.
Hey, Joe, look at the line I got, you know.
Yeah, remind me to shadow.
You got to shadow it, honey.
Are you uncomfortable?
No, I'm fine. Get the shoulder.
Does that show?
Yes, it does.
This makeup is fantastic, I'll tell you. The only thing is I'm afraid it's going to be too red for me. This is the color I always use, but it's very red. You think I should use that pan crow on Billy?
How do you think it'll work? Where is it anyway?
Don't do any experiments on me now, dear. Use the old shit.
All right. What's Harlow's problem? No wig?
All right, see if Kathy can get this full.
See if I can get a full from
I looked over.
Everybody will give you a full, honey, until it's time to give you one. They give you shit.
I put all them queens out of my room.
They're all getting out right now. You just wait a minute. I tell her I'll get a rinse and put a rinse on her hair. I did it before to her. We just go and drag splits notice. In her own hair, not like this. I used to comb it.
355-3481. I'm in a spot, and it's a matter of absolute life or death, Carol, that I get hold of a platinum blonde fall, and I mean life or death.
For Richard to go out there tonight on that stage without a wig is like sending him out there without his head.
And I'm desperate. I am absolutely desperate. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. I'm interested in myself right at this point. And I don't give a fuck about anybody, to tell the truth. I'm very much interested in myself.
An NBW, a natural beauty wonder. The first contest Richard ever entered, he won. A lot of these kids have worked their way up from, would you believe, last place to second, maybe third. So they worked for it. Richie never worked for it. Went into a contest, got on stage, was beautiful, the crowd cheered, the kid won. He never really experienced loss or anything happening to him. Good night.
Richard,
What?
just relax.
John,
Alright.
you know what I've been through today?
Richard, just relax.
My
Please.
stomach is about to bust. I
Richard,
think I'm
please
hungry.
relax. You're acting like a little kid.
Well, that's exactly what I am.
You're not that little, darling. You've been through worse than this. All right, it's a big night. You always wanted, but that doesn't mean anything.
I'm dry. Give me enough.
What?
This is giving up. We're all washed up, too.
Remember.
Well, that's how you're going to be on the stage. I can't see any beard or anything. And it doesn't look cakey. Do you think it looks cakey?
I'm talking about my eyes, child, those wings.
I don't know about the eyes. I thought you were talking about your makeup.
No, my eyes, they're terrible.
I like them. Got it.
Okay, you go. Oh, God.
Here goes hell.
Oh, boy, doesn't that hurt?
Yeah.
Then you take these. Oh, you got to shadow my line in. Don't forget.
Pull it in some more. You got that double T again.
It's the first time I've ever told. I think I got 3 of them. It's extra points. Got 3 T's.
Over and over to me. I need you to go out right now and get me Q-tips and spirit gum. I need a fresh bottle of spirit gum.
Where's my
And I need it immediately. I have no idea, Jim. I have no idea. Find a razor from somebody else. I've got to go.
I put it in here from the house.
Remember, girls, it's the girl with the boys who'll get all the boys. You gorgeous darling.
What time is it?
You want to talk to Joe Nudie or just have him give me the list or he...
No, I want Joey. I want Joey. I can't operate without him.
Can't you interweave it?
Oh, I know how to interweave it. It's very easy. Just tease it up and mat it through.
But is that orange necessary?
Well, she wants it. She takes it. It makes the thing look fuller. That is all right. You won't really see it that much because when I brush it through, you don't notice it. It looks good, but I don't like it with bangs. It's not sophisticated enough. I don't think so. Really. I'm sorry. I think it looks better off her face.
Everything's a day.
Richard, you should see what that looks like from the side.
The worst?
The worst. You look like every other doggone drag queen. She thinks I'm kidding her. Looks like everybody else.
Joey, shut up.
Well, then take it off. Wear your hair straight back where you look like you got a little class.
Where's the wig brace?
Joey,
Wig brace.
Joey's on 1140.
Wig brace. Where's the wig brace?
Here.
Great. Get Joe Venuti, get him over to town hall. If he's not there now, Mother, I won't remember one of those names of contestants. I can't read up there.
That's it, girl. Spread it out and step up a little. Don't wait a minute. That's the only room. I was waiting for the snap. I know. Can you say that?
And then you walk out, go to the end of the line, and then I walk out.
Oh, I feel like Maria Box. Mother, thank you, baby, very much. I need a pound.
Oh, I'm 32 and I'm proud of this.
Oh, no, get the front out, girls.
What happened?
Oh, just popped up.
It's in the case.
Where is it? What case?
I gotta turn around. Straight ten? No. Just tuck it in.
Is this the right costume? Yes.
Oh, I have the wrong costume on.
Yes. Come in. Oh, you don't ask. If you listen, you hear. Excuse me?
Joey. Joey.
My mom.
Get up. In this order. Boston.
Chicago, please get back so they can line up, please. Get back.
Brooklyn. Not yet, tell her. Brooklyn, get here. Philadelphia. Come on, get over there. Brooklyn. What do I do first? Suburbia.
We get back online again on this girl, right?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see our contestants? Let's open up the curtain and take a look at our beauties. Let's hear it for them. Remember, every one of these contestants before they came here is a winner. I feel awfully sorry for the judges tonight. It's a hell of a responsibility having to pick out just one queen out of all of these brilliant contestants. Let's hear it from Mr. Mario Montez. Mario, there he is. Let's hear it for him, come on. Thank you very much. You're a hell of a nice guy, you really are.
There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer are a girl's best friends. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice. But get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high. But beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friends. I've heard of affairs that are strictly plutonic, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I think affairs that you must keep Masonic are better bets. If little pets give big baguettes, time rolls on and youth is gone, and you can
Bathing
scrape
suit competition is the toughest. It's right down to the nitty-gritty. No feathers, nothing, just them.
Oh my goodness.
You're pretty.
I know it.
My thing. Oh, it's all the way around the other side.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Well, my brother, he would love to have been in the contest too. And my mother. They all three, all of us would have loved to have been in. Yes, she loved it. Huh?
All right, Fairfield, your first name. Kent, your name. Stanford. Chicago. What? Your name, your name.
Oh, Alfonso.
Washington State, your name. Jesse. Baltimore.
You want the whole name or just the first name?
Whatever name you use in drag, baby.
Elrica.
Huh?
Elrica. I need a mirror. Oh.
Okay. Hold it here, girls. And remember, these are your line to walk in, okay? And back here, and stay here.
I'm just a woman, a lonely woman, waiting on the weary shore. I'm just a woman that's only human, one you should be sorry for. Woke up this morning along about town. Without a warning, I found he was gone. Why did he do it? How could he do it? He never done it before. Am I blue? Am I blue? Don't ask me, am I blue? How come you ask me, am I blue? Ain't these tears in these eyes telling a tale to you? How come you ask me, am I blue? Well, wouldn't you be too?
Now here's one of the contestants that did not choose to go in the bathing suit. Rather, this is very serious business. Rather, she chose only to go in the dress, gown, please forgive me. This is Miss Boston, Massachusetts. Miss Billy. Miss Boston, Massachusetts. Miss Billy. Let's have some music for her, Jimmy. Hi, dog. And now, it's up to the judges. Believe me, I'd hate to be a judge in this contest.
Boston, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Chicago, Manhattan.
Straight to the judge's own hot. What do we do now? The 5 finalists from 1967 Nationals, and they are from the state of New Jersey, Emory, from Chicago, Miss Alfonso, from Manhattan, Miss Crystal, from Philadelphia, Miss Harlow, Manhattan, and from Boston, Miss Sonia. You ready to see them? Let's open up the curtain and take a look at our 5 finalists for the 1967 Nationals. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. These are our finalists. Okay, let's look at them one at a time. Our first finalist we're going to look at, from Boston, Miss Sonia. Let her have a good look at you, Miss Sonia. Our second finalist, from Philadelphia, Miss Harlow. Our third finalist, from New Jersey, Miss Emory. fourth finalist from Chicago, Miss Alfonso. And our fifth finalist from Manhattan, Miss Crystal. We are going to give you all and the judges a closer look at them. Okay, Crystal, you start it. Walk right down into the center aisle and pose halfway up the runway.
I'm just a woman, a lonely woman, waiting on the weary shore. I'm just a woman that's only human, one you should be sorry for. Woke up this morning along about town. Without a warning, I found he was gone. Why did he do it? How could he do it?
That's wonderful, darling. Come on back.
He never done it before. Am I blue?
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. It looks like Joey has the final judge's decision. Here's our fourth runner-up, Miss Alfonso from Chicago. Let's hear it for her, ladies and gentlemen. Our third runner-up in the 1967 Nationals from Manhattan, Miss Crystal, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for her, the third runner-up in the 1967 Nationals. Okay, now we're down to the real nitty-gritty. And here are our three finalists. Come on, kids. Come on up here to the front of the stage and let the audience have a good look at you. Crystal, where are you going? This is not the time to show temperament. Get back here and stay with the other finalists. Oh, well, you've got to expect losses. Okay, we've got to continue with the business at hand. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the name of the second runner-up in the 1967 Nationals. Miss Sonia from Boston, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for her. Miss Sonia, second runner-up in the 1967 Nationals. We're now at the point for which everyone has been waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, there can only be one queen. One reigning queen. That's unfortunate. Each one of these marvelous contestants was certainly a winner in his own right. But here is the only winner in the 1967 Nationals, that queen which will reign over America. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, queen of the 1967 Nationals.
You can't walk. Hey, Emery. Hey, I can walk. Who's calling you? I heard there's supposed to be a night or something.
Do you think
she is not beautiful, has no qualifications, and she's body less.
Did you think she deserved it?
Darling, she didn't deserve it.
Answer me. You're not speaking from the damn camera. You have a mind. Do you think she deserved it?
You know she didn't deserve it. All of them, the judges knew it too. But she was terrible.
No, she
and her
didn't deserve it.
explanation for why she wanted the money, to put it in the bank. She's not getting any money because Sabrina is not going to pay her. They're good friends. It's only publicity, and it's bad publicity for Holler and all the rest, because I'm declared as one of the uglier people of the world.
And next time she should drop
And
the
they're not
outfit
going
off at
to
the
wreck
cleaners
in New
before she
York,
wears it
darling.
on stage.
She better get the hell back to Philadelphia because she's one of the worst. And where's Miss Sabrina? Because I'll sue the bitch.
Did you sign
I
the
will
release?
sue. No, I didn't sign any release. And if she releases any picture of me, I will sue the fool. She won't make money off of my name, darling. She can make it off of Harlow and all the rest of the fools that will flock to her. But not Crystal, darling. Anybody but her. You can take all the pictures you want of me, but I better not see them on the street because it's over. Get a picture with me and Harlow and we'll see which is more beautiful, darling. The judges didn't have any taste. It was with you that the judges was with, darling. You were in it. It was all week, 2 weeks. Monique told me not to come. That's why Monique is not here in dress, because she's one of the... Monique, darling. Monique was not here as a friend of yours. She's a friend of mine, darling. Monique, would you tell her why you didn't come? Because she knew it's Victor Harlow. She said, Crystal, darling, don't go. Because you're not going to get it. And that's why all the true beauties didn't come.
It's in bad taste and you're showing your color and stuff.
I am doing it bad, but I have a right to show my color, darling. I am beautiful, and I know I'm beautiful.
Don't tell her about she's showing no color.
May I say this to you?
Taking the wrong way. Shit, she looked bad. And no way of what you say can do about it. Look at Harlow's outfit. That is funny. Don't bother her. Don't bother her. It's not Harlow's fault. It's not her fault.
I know it's not her fault.
Harlow has nothing. She can't help it because you're beautiful and you're young. You deserve to have the best in life, but you didn't deserve. Missy, I don't say she's not beautiful, but she wasn't looking beautiful tonight. She doesn't equal me. Look at her makeup. It's terrible. And
But look, darling.
Wait a minute, did you complain to the judges?
no, I didn't. I wasn't thinking really.
Wait a minute.
Why don't you show
Look
justice
at,
and complain
look
to
at
them?
this.
But they told me, Sabrina, that you had it fixed for Harlow. Everyone knew about you having it fixed for Harlow for weeks and weeks ahead.
Now, we listened to you. I listened to every word you had to say. Now, wait a second. Hold it. There's a party after here. Every one of the judges is going to be there. You may feel perfectly free. I'll cart you over myself, and you can talk to each one of them. Most of those people I never saw before in my life. I don't know them. I went down to the Dom one... Wait a second, dear. You listen to me. I went down to the Dom one night trying to influence Mr. Warhol to come up here as a judge. We sat down there for 2 hours and couldn't even get an audience with Andy Warhol. He's running around his factory making a movie or something. Everybody goes out. What'd you say? Everybody go out.
Everybody go outside. Everybody go outside.
Show us on the out.
Yeah, we're going out right now.
Everybody out, let's go.
That's all. Nothing.
Oh.
I want to get out of here.
Nothing.
I want to get out of here. 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 I want to get